Alright, hey guys, welcome back to Potter Thoughts. This week we're going to be talking about, well, I'm going to be doing a comparison between the two Fantastic Beasts versions. So in the last week's video, I mentioned Fantastic Beasts, the original version, the softbound cover, as one of my favorite versions because of the writing inside of the book, as well as just the way it looks based on it being a textbook that Harry used. That stands. I love the way this one is made. It doesn't have very good pictures in it, which is somewhat to its detriment, so that actually makes it lesser than this in some chances. However, I do like the individuality of the different textbooks. I know that they look similar, but like Fantastic Beasts is not written by the same person as Quidditch Through the Ages or Tales of Beedle the Bard. And the new versions of these all look very, very similar. I don't think they should, because they weren't written by the same person. They may have been published by the same people, but I don't think they were written by the same people. They were definitely not written by the same people. So I definitely like this one because it is an actual textbook, and I really like this one because it actually has... Yeah, actually there's some... It actually shows what the new ones look like as well in there. They look very similar to me. So as with all books that have slipcovers, like this one's basically just blank on the outside. It would be cool if they had added something to it, but they did not. Let's try to get this slipcover back on now. So this has 6 new Fantastic Beasts in it compared to the original, and that's explained away because Newt writes a bit of an introduction in this one saying that the American wizarding population, or the MACUSA, the Magical Congress of the United States of America, asked him to omit the creatures that are unique to the states because they didn't want them being looked for by American wizards, because they were so very strict about the International Statute of Secrecy. Like, you can't even marry muggles and stuff like that. So they asked him not to do it, or that's what the story is in this book. So like, we have interesting drawings. We have the Niffler at the front, which I always thought looked different than it did. It's got Billywigs throughout the front as well with the Niffler. It's got a really cool forward page with mermaids and hippogriffs, and I guess that's an Occamy, a dragon, some regular doves, I think. There's mermen too. I can't pick anything else out from this drawing, but so the foreword by the author is to appear only in the Four Wizards edition. Here's a picture of trolls and gnomes and stuff like that wreaking havoc at a ministry meeting that is talked about in the book. We have different drawings. This is a basilisk and its owner. One thing, I'm not going to go through all the pictures, but one thing that it is sadly omitting, that I really wanted to learn more about, and I hope we do in the coming Fantastic Beasts movies, or whatever they're going to be called, and on Pottermore, is the Swooping Evil. As mentioned before, it is one of my favorite creatures from that movie, and I'm kind of sad that they didn't include that in this, because when they said 6 new Fantastic Beasts, I thought, oh, awesome, they're going to show us more about the thing, and maybe they'll have, like, good drawings of the creatures, like full color, and maybe they look like they did in the movie and stuff like that, but they did not, and they didn't talk about the Swooping Evil at all. So that kind of let me down a little bit, but what can you do? Still love it. I need to get the new copies of Quidditch Through the Ages and Tales of Beedle the Bard, see if they've changed anything, if anything's new is in them as well. And maybe I'll do comparisons between the two in future as well. So, thanks guys, I'll see you next week.